and Trats, Mogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today I bring you one hell of a counter to the current metagame. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but recently on the ladder, we see a prevalence of a new deck that's actually taken the meta by storm. It has a really high win rate, and it's pretty hyped up. It is yet another Elder Dragon deck, but of course, and it is featuring Morgana and Galio. I'd argue that it is the natural progression of a deck that I created. So I actually do take credit for creating this new meta deck indirectly, because it is very clearly an evolution of this Morgana Galio list that I made at the very beginning of the expansion. It turns out taking cards from Targon out of the mix and incorporating Elder Dragon with a bunch of high value 6 costs, such as the wing, what's the name of this thing? The wing shifter, like the one that recalls, right? And sign in, of course, for card draw, etc., etc. Mihira as well, I believe they play. What we have is essentially a very strong mid-range deck that is able to outpace most of what it's encountering on the ladder, and combines all the curses and suppressions with the Mage Seeker Jr., a card that has really risen up the ranks, and it starts seeing play in Morgana Mordekaiser decks and has shifted over to here as well. But we played this guy before, it was cool, and I know I come off cocky and arrogant by doing this, but it's actually not. It's just the truth. I'm actually very humble. You know, I'm recording this in the middle of a stream, but I took the chat out. But I'm pretty sure everybody here agrees. Like, if I open chat right now and look, oh dear God, okay, never mind. I regret doing that. Basically, yeah, we have a very strong deck that has been dominating the meta, but it has counters. And VIEGO is, I'd argue, one of the best. And the reason why this is a very good counter to that deck is because we're able to match its pace. Like, we're a little bit slower than they are at the beginning, but once we reach turn 6 onwards, we just absolutely outvalue them. The deck does have interaction, but nowhere near enough interaction to disrupt a VIEGO Mordekaiser late game. And we're utilizing Elder Dragon as a one-off for the origin, because we're essentially a mono Shadow Owls deck that is incorporating a one-off of Elder Dragon to enhance all of our late game plays. And it really is worth committing Elder Dragon to this deck because of the boons. The boons include Deathless within its pool, which is extremely relevant when we take cards like VIEGO and Invasive Hydrovine and, of course, Rekindler into account. You know, being able to play a Rekindler with Deathless can allow us to just have a full board from nothing, even if everything has been answered, right? So it's just a really, really strong the Dragon Boons in general are extremely valuable. You don't need that much of an incentive to really play them. And they're going to enhance a lot of decks that, you know, are just splashing a small portion of another region to begin with. And you can sacrifice that for the boons. And a lot of times it's worth it. That's why Elder Dragon is really prevalent in a bunch of different decks. I'm still a huge fan of it. I know some people are getting tired of seeing Elder Dragon decks. I think he adds a lot to deck building. But as any card that gets really popular and meta-defining, eventually, people are going to get a little bit tired of it, but I think it's really cool, personally, that we get to play him here with VIEGO, and this deck is just extremely satisfying, extremely fun. And for all of you who like to really snowball your games, this is the deck for you. So the game plan is simple. We have a bunch of early game plays. We're actually distributing our early 2-drop plays into 3 different ones, right? We have a 2-2-2 2-drop split, which is not something that I generally do. Like, a lot of times I select 2 2-drops and I go 3 and 3, but here we're going 2 Ceaseless Sentries, 2 Fading Icons, and 2 Soldiers to give us enough plays to almost guarantee us having an early development. We're also setting up some husks potentially for our VIEGO, which is just very, very good synergy in general. Fading Icon for more aggressive matchups where we need to be blocking into either fearsome units or units with 3 health. Like 3-1 stat line can be just good enough, while also giving us a Death Fodder body that we can utilize Hate Spike or Death Grasp on. And then Ceaseless Sentry for card cycling. Pretty decent 2-drop to have on the board when you develop Mordekaiser as well, because it gives you a free draw in the process. And ultimately, these are the ones that we've chosen here. Then when we go on turn 3, we got Camel-Born Soldier and the Legion of the Severed. Legion of the Severed is one of the key cards in this deck, granting Deathless to a VIEGO is absolutely incredibly valuable. But also Deathless onto Invasive Hydrovine, Deathless onto Mordekaiser, and if you really want to go there, why not Deathless onto the Rekindler. All of these can lead to a tremendous value play that will kind of overwhelm these Morgana Galio decks. I know I'm like really referencing one specific list, but it's really that popular right now. It may die down a little bit as the meta adapts to it, but right now that deck is like almost like 1 in every 4 games. So it's very important to take it into account. But the deck is also designed to be able to catch up with other strategies. We have some interesting techs here that can really come into play in certain matchups, and we'll be going over them shortly. But first, let's talk about the removal here. We're running the standard package with Hate Spike, Glimpse Beyond, and Death Grasp as a full set each. I think Death Grasp English is actually a very good card in this meta, and will be very relevant for quite some time because it one-shots units like Lord Broadmane. As the boon enters into the stack and initiative is passed on to you, being able to one-shot a Lord Broadmane or something like a Sign-In as well, if it's getting something like Challenger, which could be really bothersome. There's just a lot of 6-drops from Elder Dragon decks that are played that are one-shot by this thing. Morgana also dies to Death Grasp. 5 damage is just very, very relevant. And the fact that it's 3 mana makes it not weak to something like a Mage Seeker Jr., for example. So while there will be metas in the future where I feel like Death Grasp will drop down in usage compared to something like Hate Spike, which I think will be more universally relevant, right now, Death Grasp is definitely where it's at, and I highly suggest you play it as a 3-of in the majority of your Shadow Isles decks, at least if they are centered around this self-slay sort of archetype. As then we have other tools, though. We have 2 copies of Vengeance, which can give us a more certain way of dealing with threats, which is expensive, but again, reliable. And we have a full set of Thread the Needle. We have Thread the Needle and 2 copies of Shape of Fear. This deck wants to reach turn 6 to develop VIEGO, and then ideally play Mordekaiser on 7. From that point onward, having access to very cheap self-play cards can allow you to just completely overwhelm the opponent. Shape of Fear, while it's not killing anything from the opponent's board, with Mordekaiser on board for just 1 mana, we get to potentially save one of our key units from removal, and then generate an extra body in the process that will contribute towards both Mordekaiser's and Viego's level up. So this card, sometimes I thought of including it as a 3-of. The problem is in the early game, it's not really doing much, right? And there can be situations where we overdraw this, and it's better to overdraw stuff like Thread the Needle than Shape of Fear, because at least Thread the Needle can be used on something like a Legion of the Severed to kill something relevant on the board, right? But we want to be resorting to these cards later down the line. And ultimately, we have an archetype that I think is going to make a big impact on the meta. I think this deck is going to feed on a lot of these greedy mid-range decks. This meta in general is just very, very greedy, and Viego really shines in a slower environment, and that's what we're trying to capitalize here. I haven't played Viego in a long time, and he's just so satisfying to play right now. So I'm really excited of sharing this deck to you. Shoutouts to my boy George, call him George, Soul Gorger. This card, totally better, by the way, you know, than the Ixtali Sentinel. I actually like it over the Ixtali Sentinel because of the resilience. And it's not because I just put this card in first in the deck and then forgot about Ixtali Sentinel being a thing. I actually do like the stat line of Soul Gorger better for matchups which are very combat-centric. Having that extra health goes a long way. With the Dragon Boon, being able to give this +1/+1 and a keyword will allow you to have a very resilient turn 6 play that will keep you alive. Like, the lifesteal can really help you in more fast-paced matchups, which is definitely our worst matchup as a Viego deck. So I like it a lot as a one-off there. We also have a one-off of the Spectral Ironhound for games in which we don't draw Viego on 6, right? Having 5 different 6-drops kind of like almost guarantees that we always have something to develop on turn 6, and we can go on from there. So that's the deck list right there. I think this deck is highly optimized. A lot of times I share decks with you guys that I feel like can use some work. It can be better, but I think this deck is pretty close to perfect, really. And it just felt so good, and it feels like pretty much an auto win against Galio Morgana decks, which will allow you to get quite a bit of LP. So enjoy climbing with this. I'm gonna stop rambling because I've been at it for 9 minutes and a half. My chat is probably going crazy, probably dying of cringe. I don't even want to know. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoy the daily Legends of Runeterra contents. Hope you enjoy the games as well. And I kind of messed up my outro, but whatever. Love you. Have a swell day.
Hey,
Merciless, thank you for interrupting my outro, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then it's Chover, but now we got a matchup that I really this is the matchup that I really want to run into most of the time, because this is the deck that I want to start designing decks that will match up well into this, because while I believe this is extremely strong, I don't believe this deck is without weakness. And I believe VIEGO could represent a weakness towards it. Now, we have a Legion of the Severed, and we have Solter. Solter into Legion of the Severed in this kind of matchup, I don't think is as good. I'm going to drop a Solter. I'm going to drop Shape of Fear. I'm going to keep Ceaseless Sentry. And I'm going to try to see if I can find, you know, my big boys. Double Vengeance. Okay, there's Mordekaiser. Nice. Okay, you know, this is not a bad. Okay, there we go. Deathless Invasive Hydrovine. Oh, just my god, dude. I could block into this, but Legion of the Severed will be able to trade into it. You know, obviously they can develop a challenger or something like that, but for now, what about Rekindler? Rekindler may be a bit too much. I think Invasive Hydrovine is the way to go. Like, obviously Rekindler is great, but once we play Rekindler with Mordekaiser, like, we'll be in a really good position anyways. And now we just pass. Like, we could attack with this. I mean, we could, because they're never going to trade the 3/3 into it, right? But this also just kind of like halts them. Oh my god, this thing is so annoying. But again, you want to design decks that are not as vulnerable to this fucker. Okay, so this is pretty obvious, right? That they have a Mage, Seeker, Inquisitor. And they want us to play our suppression first before they develop it later. So I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna get rid of the suppression. Offer a trade. We have Hate Spike here. Okay, so what happens if they drop the Mage Seeker now? Like, we can't actually get rid of that. We have to try to get rid of this. The problem is they could still have more. Now we have to. If they play Mage Seeker, like, it is what it is. Like, we need to be able to use this in combat. Like, resorting to the Hate Spike now will lead to us taking a lot of damage.
Every mage.
Yes, it's so obvious. It's so obvious what they're doing. It's super obvious, but it's also really strong nonetheless. But now if they challenge here, then we can use the Hate Spike to try to clear one of those. Like, we're still, like, looking to take a big hit here. I mean, I could just play VIEGO, to be honest. We have a Rekindler. But I think it's just better to do this now. And okay. And we do it again. Okay, double fearsome. Great. RNG's on our side, it seems. Alright, can you stop it with the fucking shit? Deathless, VIEGO, fearsome. Yeah, let's go Deathless. This is why we play Elder Dragon. Like, Deathless, VIEGO. Very nice. Now we just need to, like, try to not die.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
So we do this.
I command you. Surrender to me.
This is very powerful. Like, this is a very nice combo.
Do not look away.
Infinite, the fire spitter. The fire spitter is like the biggest threat right now. We need to try to see if we can stabilize here. Okay, let's see. What about Mordekaiser into you? Because Invasive Hydrovine is deathless, and we can use that to our advantage later. Like maybe going more, because Mordekaiser now allows us to clear the board though. But this gives us all the extra blockers we kind of need. What's the play here? What's the play here? I mean, it feels like Mordekaiser.
I hear her calling for me.
Destiny is darkness. I am not done with you.
You hear that, guys? He's not done with them. And it's never done. How far are you? You're close to level up. They're low on cards now. We have Vengeance and we have Death Grasp. We just have to be wary of like a suppression, right? But we have like the reason why I went ultimately with Mordekaiser is because of the Challenger. The Challenger allows us to clear up the board. There's two of them, so we're gonna be targeting more. I mean, okay, so if we hit Morgana, we can always counter that. So let's get rid of Morgana here. Especially because we want to steal their unit, right? We don't want to kill their. We want to kill their champion through combat here. We got a 69 Mordekaiser.
So familiar.
All who live will serve.
Let's see if we can take this game back. They're solo. Oh yeah. Let's take their girl. Let's steal their girl. It's a sign-in. We need to watch out for like stuff like Impact. Impact is like the biggest threat. There's a Challenger there. I like to do this. Because that makes the Mage Seeker mine.
I am not done with you.
I want to get rid of that because it has Challenger. I don't want them to have Challenger. We still have Vengeance in the back. And right now we just pass. We take their girl again. And oh boy, is that a sexy lethal. I see right there. It'd be nice to be able to trigger you. But I think that's greedy. We just killed him. We just killed him. We do this. We do this. We drag you.
I will find her.
And we will find her. With that nice, fearsome counter to Formidable. Oh, really? Really? Okay.
Without her, there is only darkness.
I did the nose thing. Oh my god, you guys made me so conscious about. Why do I do that? So now we face a complete different build, right? And this is a great chance for us to test. We got the Spectral Ironhound. It's pretty good with Legion of the Severed. Honestly, this is a good endgame to look forward to. In a matchup like this, where their units are so small, Fearsome is the way to go. So I think Fading Icon into Legion of the Severed, Hate Spike. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. I think we keep this hand. We got the endgame. The endgame is covered.
If I'm forgotten, then no.
This thing's gonna be annoying.
I cannot go.
I'm gonna open swing with this. Offer a trade there. Because this thing is a nuisance for my Legion of the Severed. They're gonna prank us, just the prank, bro. Dude, the Spectral Ironhound. Are you kidding me? What a terrible player. I'm gonna go with you, and I'm gonna start hate spiking. Am I? Yeah, they have a lot of interaction. Getting rid of one of those will be nice. These things will be really annoying. I think it's important for us to start dealing with them. Cycle through our deck. There's good boy. And just like that, I think we got a new Deathless target.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
Nah, shut up, Timo. Guys, he's an asshole. He doesn't even bother opening his eyes. Like, he deserves no respect. I'm gonna go with Legion of the Severed. On to VIEGO. Is that the play? That is the play. Oh yeah. Because we benefit from the husk onto this. Like, it allows us to attack and not have to worry about, like, birds and shit blocking us. Just a prank bro again. Alright, just make this Glimpse Beyond unplayable. Because fuck you. Okay, fine. I don't care. I didn't want it.
Mama's home.
Yeah, now they can't block into this, which means a little bit of damage. Nice. That's a good draw. Let's open. Guys, the elusive player played another elusive. You've never seen this before.
Plenty of fire to go around.
Challenger VIEGO, I like that. Jesus Christ. Should I be killing one of these fuckers? I mean, we have double Challenger next turn. Death Grasp into other stuff can allow us to really pop off. But I feel like I gotta kill one of these assholes. They could have a ping though. It's really annoying. So I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kill the strongest hitter. Weaken their attack a little bit. Alright, here we go, VIEGO. Yeah, you're kind of redundant.
The whole world will know my
We actually don't want to kill VIEGO with Mordecai, sir. Because we want that Challenger to do things. We're vulnerable, man. They could have buffs and stuff, and we don't really... This game could be yet another indication as to... Oh, fuck off. Well, fuck you, guy.
I command you.
Oh. They could block and ping their own shit to prevent that. Does impact heal?
Living dead, no matter.
What I'm concerned about is like, is them actually being a good player and pinging their own blocker.
They'll learn to fear me.
Maybe I should have gone fearsome because of that. But got a problem. Soul Gorger! Gorgon! What a debut! What a debut! I don't still die. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, meu Deus. No, not like this. I need to have a way to, like, not die here.
I hear her calling for me.
I will bless you with death. I am not done with you.
So I need to heal here, and then I need to open swing. Like I don't have to. I don't have to think about leveling up Viego or anything. It's not about that. Like this game ends with this attack. So I have to increase my chances of killing them. That means spawning 2 Viegos, and then just swinging. Getting the Oceanic Will is massive here, absolutely massive. Because whatever they've drawn, uh-oh. Yeah.
Surrender to me.
That's huge, because if they had 2 guns, they can't kill us any further. And now, they've already played 2 of those that draw 1, so now it's just a matter of ending this. Got him! Got him, baby, let's go!
Woe to the vanquished.
All right, Uncle Guzzi. Here we go. Let's go at it again. We got the Viego, we got the Chemivorn Soldier. All these are great. I like having 1 Death Grasp, because on turn 3 we can combine these 2 potentially. Can we build LeBlanc now? LeBlanc will be the next deck, yeah. I've been waiting to get my hands on that LeBlanc for a while. No. That's not weird, guys. It's not weird. We got the Deathless. They got the Broadwing. What a unit. Okay, that's good though. Petricide Charger can attack here. I think this is definitely a good turn to play. Or you. No, I want to be able to combine you with you, so we're gonna do this. Because it can trade this into this. But then we just trade you into you. We'll keep the board clean. I could have just gone for the Hate Spike and then preserved that as a trade for later, but it's fine. How big of a problem is Mace Seeker Jr. here? It's a problem. I don't lie. It's a good draw, though. Okay, we're taking 6
I have
damage.
found such beauty in mortality.
I mean, nobody really asked Morgana, but sure. Fading Icon.
You must know me, little one. You must.
Own your frailty.
Don't tell me what to do. I can kind of take a hit here. Then we can Viego. I mean, I kind of want to do something here because I have the hate spike anyways. This thing doesn't have Deathless. Okay, so that opens up us up for this. Nice, nice. Very nice. Okay. Deathless Challenger VIEGO, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Redundancy.
Submission or death for all who
So let's go for +1/+1.
Double fearsome.
And Viego's Despair is actually very legit in this matchup.
oppose me and die.
Oh boy.
I command you.
This is so good. This one off of Haunted Tomb is it just feels amazing. It's gonna like this is why I made this deck now. Because this deck is so popular. Cause yeah, this deck is like really as a mid-range deck, like other like non-greedy mid-range decks, like this deck just kind of like outpaces them, right? But if you have like this really greedy strategy that can hold itself against other matchups, then all of a sudden you're just good to go, man. We're gonna level here. We're gonna level here while preventing the impact. So we're gonna do this. All right, hear me out. We're gonna do this.
Surrender to me. You will serve.
He sees that, right? And now look at this, 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 look at this. Look at this, easiest level up of my life, boy. GG. Over. This game's already over. Encroaching fear. Shape of fear, whatever.
Who live will serve.
Yeah! Let's get it! Come to me. Yeah. Took his dragon girl.
The dark beckons.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. No, this deck can't do anything.
Oppose me and die.
Open attack is always correct here. This deck cannot do anything to stop this. Now, don't do the nose thing.
Take back what is mine.
All of it. You can just switch to watching YouTube videos if you want. Kukurka. Nulla and Mordekaiser. I'm intrigued. I don't think we'll need Soul Goger here. I know the Timmies are gonna hate when I do this, but I also don't want Elder Dragon. I'm sorry, Timmy. I know you really want me to play Elder Dragon. I know he cannot be stopped. I heard that, but honestly, just grow up, bro. Just it's time for you to mature a little bit because Jesus Christ. I'm gonna drop the Shape of Fear as well, even though we could keep it. Let's try to find a view. There we go. He wants to get rid of you. Oh, but it's not happening. Big Booba will follow me and one guy me
Unbound and everlasting.
until the end of my days. I'd like to go for a hate spike here, but I want to set it up for the Viego turn anyways. I'm just gonna attack with you and you. Because in this matchup, I mean, they're playing Bilgewater. They could be playing... Do we think they play Make It Rain? Do we need this damage? We don't need this damage. I could always resort to this, but I feel like they're going to have stuff, so I want to play more reactively. I don't want to play into a hate spike, right? I want to make sure I can deal with this. Oh, a 4-2? Meet your worst enemy. A 2-1 that wants to die. Little bitch. What are you gonna do now? I'm talking to the card, not the player. I'm not that toxic, okay?
Warm your body, warm your soul.
Warm body, warm your soul. Ooh. I can set up a hate spike to feed this vehicle. Again? I want to keep my board space a little bit emptier. I'm not under pressure. They've already drawn 11 cards. I mean, in this matchup, Impact. Impact because we're so big. We're so big that if they're gonna kill Viego, it's gonna be through like a vengeance anyways. So I may as well push for damage. Yeah. Do we glimpse? I actually don't think we do here because we want to have that mana open for Viego. Our turn is gonna be Rekindler anyways. It's always gonna be Rekindler.
We each died, then found home.
I want to clear this body, this soldier body that's not doing anything for us. If they have an answer, that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. We got so much out of them because they're so afraid of that Rekindler. And now it's the freest attack of my life. We're gonna force the trade into that. And look at all that damage while keeping their board clean. Ain't that beautiful? that just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Oh my god.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Don't care. For 6 mana, what am I worried about? Nothing. You can't Mordekaiser anymore. Boom, boom. And fearsome.
Destiny is darkness. I am not done with you.
That's what I do when Tibbies get mad. It's not a real Elder Dragon. You only have one Elder Dragon deck. It's not a real Elder Dragon deck. I'm just like, okay, good, bitch.
Experience grants wisdom.
Okay. Easy. Easiest level up of my career. It's GG Instagram. I'm gonna make a shirt with that. GG Instagram.
All will be consumed by the black mist.
Okay, I'm a little gauge for Viego. Just a little.
Even in death, your spirit is mine.
Oh yeah. Overkill? I don't think so. Boom.
Crush and shatter.
Boom. Boom.
I will find her.
We got fearsome with this, so.
Not today.
Yeah, I think it is today, actually. I want to be that guy, but I think you're gonna die like 3 times. You're getting cremated. What the fuck? Oh wait, the Mirai spells. Ooh, that makes things interesting. Ooh, wow. Oh damn. Oh, they're still dead.
I command you.
Woe to the vanquished.
I'm gonna have to cut you guys off. Don't be angry. Lame? Okay, no. It's not lame. Alright, are we gonna need Soul Goger for this? I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not something that we should be keeping in our opening hand. We have the Hate Spike, we have the Camavorian Soldier, we have the Mordekaiser to work towards. Like, I say, you know, we matched up really well against this deck, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it's like an auto win by any means, because if this deck curves out well, it can kind of trample anything. A little bit scary. A little bit spooky, but right now, okay. Broadwing, Pinstripe Broadwing, alright. We are gonna wanna develop the Legion of the Severed, I think. Or, no, probably the Camavorian Soldier to, no, Legion of the Severed. Legion of the Severed, Deathless VIEGO. They developed the Patricide Hound, which counters us pretty well. I kind of want to do this to counter that, because otherwise this thing is going to be a nuisance. How big of a nuisance is it, though? I don't think it's worth sacrificing my unit here. Like, I lose a 4-2 blocker that can trade, it's, yeah, obviously, like, they get an even trade here. But I'm okay with this. Maybe playing this was not correct, but I do need to, okay, that's good. It's good that we drew this. We need to be very careful here, because the moment they spread out, let's do this.
I have found such beauty in mortality.
That's what we were expecting. But the Mage Seeker kind of like works against them. And now we have this with Thread the Needle. That's very nice. I may end up Challenger Viego is nice, but I may end up going for the Thread the Needle this turn. If I go for Challenger, they're gonna challenge that, and they're gonna trade that into that, and they're gonna get some damage on me.
I do this for her.
I need to heal. I need to heal because the way I'm losing this game is if I get turbo aggroed, so I need to heal here.
Share in my curse.
Okay, so I can take this hit, which respawns Viego and allows me to do that, so it's fine.
You, sir. I command you.
They also did it wrong. They did it wrong because this promotes my Viego's level up here. Again, we're taking damage, but we're still at 8. Okay, now is when we rekindler, I think. Is it? Let me think here. How deadly is Galio? No, it's Mordekaiser. I mean, rekindler into Mordekaiser next turn is really powerful.
I hear her calling for me. Return to us.
I like Fearsome. Yeah, but see, guys, like this addition, this is like the strongest addition we made to the deck by. Okay. But that's good. We have a counter for it.
The forest hides friend and foe alike.
Okay, so Morgana is close to level up. We don't have we have the ability to kill her though. How close are you? Okay, so we're gonna do this. Now the question is, what do we kill? What do we kill? We kill Morgana because then we steal that. See, this is amazing. They can kill my Viego though.
You will know suffering!
Surrender to me. You will serve. Come to the light.
Come on then, let's get to fighting. Destiny is darkness. I am not done with you.
Oh yeah.
Fight, flee, it will make no difference.
We're just too powerful. We're just like, this matchup is just like so easy because we're just so strong. Like the moment where this deck spikes, we spike like 3 times harder. So as long as we don't get burned down, we're great. We're way too strong here. And now look at this shit.
I am not done with you.
Cool deck, Instagram. Yeah. Instagram has never seen a deck like this.
I am Mihira, vessel of divine judgment.
And I don't care. I don't care, Nihira. I never have, I never will. Mordekaiser, let's free you. Because we gotta heal, bruh. Okay, so we want to be dragging with this. We want to drag you. Trade those two into that.
I will lay waste to you.
With you, I will be dragging. What am I dragging here? How do I reach these keys? You. I need to get rid of this elusive shit. Then I attack with you, because you can only trade that into you. Then I attack with you.
The dark beckons.
And no reason not to attack the him at this point.
Phoenix. I am eternal. You are not.
You are dust to the divine.
That's a hit. Easiest Viego level up of my life, boy. We lead off with this, so we have the space to generate the encroaching mist.
The shadow eyes are just the beginning.
The meta killer! The meta killer, ladies and gentlemen.
Forgive me.
Out of enough of this cringe Morgana shit. You want to beat this deck down? Viego them. To me. Nice spell shield, bro. That's lethal. Okay, that's a two.